record. Okay, so like I was saying, you can use your COGS as your cost. So let's get to calculate our total COGS first before we do the profit percent. So you go to analysis, click on your create calculated field, and then write your total COGS, and then you click out, right? So you write your function, which is of course the same sum. What are we summing? We are summing the COGS column. You pick it with your tab key. The calculation is valid. You apply and then OK. So let's visualize it. You click and drag to the row, and then you pick your card visual. Thank you. You know, attempting me on in class. And you pick your card, then we are good to go. So you insert a new worksheet and then name it what? Profit percent. I hope you guys are following. Profit percent. Sorry, profit percent. Okay. And Mrs. Esther told us that profit percent, Mrs. Esther, I'm going to quote you in case if you get it wrong, you'll be held responsible. So profit percent, okay, I'm seeing a message here. Okay. Emmanuel provided answer to profit margin. Okay, yes, you're correct. Just as Mrs. Esther was correct in hers. So let's write our function. We'll go back to analysis, create calculated fields. What are we looking for? We're looking for profit percent. Then you click out. Now, what are we going to be using for this very one? We're going to use divide, div, or quotient. You can equally call out the already designed or the already gotten measures and then go ahead and divide. Yes, you're right, Mrs. Esther. You're very correct. All right, so let's call out our total profit divided by total cost of goods sold. Let's see. Our calculation is valid, and then you apply, and then you OK. Let's visualize, click and drag, put it here, and then you click on your card visual. So it is 0.1659 profit percent. Now, to add the percentage, there's a way to add it. I'll show you when it's time, okay? The next one is our profit margin. For our profit margin, you already told me what the formula is. So let's write the name, profit margin, and click out. You told me that it is total profit divided by what? Let me check what a minute. Okay. Total revenue. Okay, manually was correct. Total revenue. Now, from what we have, please, let's pay attention. From what we have calculated, from what we have used our DAX method to calculate, do we have anything we can use as our total revenue? That's one question. Question two, from the data set given to us, which of the columns can we use as our total, as our revenue column to get our total revenue? Which of them, please? If you know the answer, please type it down. I'm still waiting for a response, though. Please take like 3 minutes to look through the data set, okay? And just go to what we have and what we've done, okay? And then, okay, let me read it out. We have COGS, gross sales, discounts, manufacturing price, profits, profit percent, sales price, sales, total COGS, total gross sales, total profit, units sold. So can we get to use any of our columns as our total revenue? Please, someone should answer so that we can continue. Time is fast spent already. Okay, no suggestions. Okay. We can actually use our total gross sales as revenue. That's one. You can also use our sales, right? But then which one is more appropriate? Gross sales or sales? Remember, sales in totality, right? And then gross sales is after deduction. I hope I didn't turn it upside down. Sales and gross sales. What's the difference? This is when I will stop responding like this. What's going on? Okay, this is a response. Okay, I turn it upside down. Okay. You guys didn't fall to my trap. Of course, the gross is the totality. Just like your gross profits, after your deduction, you now have your net profit. So gross in totality. When you now remove the discount, you have your sales. So it's ideal to use your sales column, all right? That's after taking out your discounts. But the thing is that we have not used that to calculate our total sales. So we can't call it up. But then there's something we can equally do. You can now come and do your sum of your sales here. Please, I hope we are getting it. You can now see that the calculation is now valid. And then you can apply and then you okay. Please, what I just did now, is it clear or I should repeat it? Okay, Mane said you prefer sales. It's actually better to use sales because sales will give you a more precise analysis. If you use gross sales, you're not doing the right thing because remember, you have not taken off the discounts. Now, that discount money you are adding is not your money. right? So you need to use sales, not gross sales, okay? Okay, minus sales for him is okay. All right. So we can visualize. Let's click and drag to the row or the column. Let's use row this time. And then you click on the card. All right. People of God, what's the next question? The next question is profit for Canada, France, and Germany. Profit for Canada, France, and Germany. So let us insert another sheet and then call it, let's call it profits by country and then enter. Now, this one is not a KPI, it's a visual. Now, you remember in our Power BI, we normally will click on table to do what you have to do. But here, you don't do that. All you need to do is to click on the total profits. We drag and drop in the column. Now, let's keep it in the rows. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay, let's pick country first. Let's pick country first. Yes. When you pick country and drop it in the row, it gives you like a table, as you can see here. Now you now pick your total profit. What is it now? Total profit. Drag it not to your column, but you put it in this box here. And then it gives you what you want. I want to believe this is clear. You can now sort from here. So from this, which country is the best and which country is the worst? Answer in the chat box. Which country is the best performing country? Which one is the worst performing country? Okay, yes, still the same France. Okay, Mexico is the worst. Yes, Mexico is the worst. All right, so if we were asked to show profit by country, you are free to visualize. Or let's choose this one. You can still choose this. Now, when you choose this one, it will show something like this. Then you come back and carry your country and then put it here. It visualizes for you, right? And of course, you can now sort again. Now, like I said earlier, table is very, very technical, but then it's very easy. Just know where to do the right thing, and then you're good to go. That's all that you need to know. Just technically understand it, and then you're good to go. It's not as heavy as Power BI, right? So now that we've gotten our profit for the 5 countries, Remember, we asked for profits of France, Germany, and Canada. So we need to filter, right? We need to filter out the I have to be sure the record is still going on. Please let me just check. Okay, it's on. So let's filter out the two countries we are not meant to include in our calculation. So what do? You come here, you pick country and bring it here. Sorry, I have a question. Yes, it's recording, it's recording, it's recording. So let's pick country and bring it here. So let me do it again. Why are you messing up? Have I picked a bug again? Why is my system picking? Okay, let's see. It's not allowing me pick and drop, bro. I don't know why. Hmm. This is why I always prefer, as I'm doing my work, you guys will be doing yours, because now that mine is messing up, yours might just work out. So refuse. But ideally, you're meant to um pick the country, put it here in the filter. Sorry, maybe spelling it more. In the filter place, and then you pick out the three countries you're meant to pick, just as you do in Power BI, and then you move on. So let's just pause this one. I'll probably do it in our next time. By the time I restart my system, I pray it doesn't have a bug anymore. And then we can see how to sieve out countries we're meant to sieve out. Okay. The next question is, which month of the year has the highest profits? Which month of the year has the highest profits? So let's see how to do that. Let's get a new worksheet and then call this profits by month and year. Then enter. Profit by month and year. Okay, let me just try and do this again. Okay, not to worry. Let's pick total profits. Where are those? Total profits. It's over here. Let's put it here. Okay. Okay, now let's pick year date first. We pick dates. As you can see, we have 2025 and 2023. Then you can now pick your total profits and then put it here. And then you pick a line graph. It shows you something like this. Now, what this graph is saying is that just like we had it in Power BI, it's showing that profit just continue to increase every time from January to December, from 2023 to 2024. And you and I know it's not possible. Okay, it can't be this straight line. There must be a point where it will go down, go up again, and give us that zigzag display. All right. So to get that zigzag display, you have to do something. You have to go to this year here. You click and then come down and check on month. That's what will give you this. And with this, you can easily know the month and the year that has the best profit. Now, that has to be the place that has the highest peak, which is here. And of course, this is December 2024, with a total profit of 2,025,766 naira or dollar, as the case may be. I believe this is clear. Please, if it's not clear, let me know so that I will repeat. And of course, the worst month is here, this point, December 2024, with 604,600 profit. Please, is this clear? If it's not clear, please let me know so that I will take it again. No response, which means it is clear. All right, the next question is which product and segment should the firm continue to invest in? Have you done profit by products? No. So let's quickly do profit by products. Okay, so let's start a new sheet and call this, we'll call this profit by products and then enter. All right, so let's pick our products. Where's our products? This is products here. You click and drag and you pick total profit. Remember to just drop it here and then you're good to go. You can bring back your visuals and then pick, let's use this. And then remember to now bring your product here to have something like this. Now, when you have it like this, please go to this product in the max region, click on the drop down, and then go to remove. So you have all of them in same color. Then you can now sort, right? As the case may be. Let's try this filter thing again. Let's see if it will allow us filter this time. Where's products? Okay, products over here. Still having issues. Okay. Okay. When I restart, I'll check it again. All right, so that's it for the products, profit by products. I want to believe you can do profit by segment yourself. It's just that you are not logged on with your own laptop. I will have asked you to do it yourself and show me your screen. So let's do it. Let's rename it profit by segments. Enter. It's same thing. All you need to do is to pick segments. This is segment here. Drag and drop it here. And you pick your total profit and put it here. Now, remember, in our Power BI analysis, the enterprise segments gave negative. I remember when Ms. Esther asked a question. Okay, I'm seeing the message here. Okay, the implication of not changing the bar colors, um, it just, for me, it looks like color rioting when you have different colors for different bars and or whatnot. It just does. Now the thing is, then when you're doing your analysis, when you're creating your dashboard, don't make it too beautiful that it will distract the people you're presenting it to, right? Because the emphasis may move from insight to beauty, right? So you need to avoid that. At the same time, don't make it look too ugly. Just make it organized. I remember I mentioned that if you can use three colors, that would be good. Three colors, have one main color, and then you now shuttle between the other two colors, okay? For instance, your main color might be your background color, then the remaining two, one may be the color for your text, and then the second one may be the color for your visuals or something, so just if you can marry your three colors and use it for your dashboard, that will really, really be great. I hope that answers your question, Mrs. Esther. All right. So as you can see, I was saying something. Now, Mrs. Esther asked a question that time. If we use another visual to display or to visualize this profit by segment, if enterprise will still show a negative figure, and I said yes. Now, as you can see here, it is still negative. The negative is not as a result of the visual you're using. It's as a result of the data set. All right. Those figures are saying that enterprise made a negative, has negative figures. As a result, it can't change no matter the visual you're using. Okay. So let's visualize using how many do you have? One, two, three, four. Okay. Let's try and use this. Oh, it seems you can't use the pie chart for this. Really? Class ends in 10 minutes. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you can still see how it is moving back, which means it's a negative, right? Okay. Now, let's try and add, I want to see if we can add product to it. Let's product. Okay, this is product. Let's add product here and see how if it will make sense. And let's visualize. And it's not really making plenty sense, but this is it. It's still okay. Still okay. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Um, um, I'm trying to see if I can give a different color to the products. Okay, let's see. If I bring it here, it won't make sense. This comes here, and then this goes up. No, it's still not making sense. So it's better this way. This goes back up here, and this comes here. All right, so this is all I can think makes sense, right? Now, the segment is behind the product. Now, every segment has its own product. So, for instance, this is channel partner, all the products, how they fed, right? Now, this is enterprise segment, all the products, all of them had negative figures, negative figures. So you can see it will always be there, right? Okay. So this now becomes our profit by product and segments. I hope it's clear. Profit by product and segments. Enter, because that's what we have here. Please, is this clear? I want to believe it's clear. Let's see if there's any other answer. Any other question, rather. Okay, there's no other question. We've solved all. People of God, now we've solved all, but then is there something else we can add? Okay, thank you. Now, is there something else we can add? We've done total profit, total gross sales, total cost of goods sold, profit percent, profit margin, profit by country, profit by month and year, profit by product, and we've also done profit by product and segments. So what else can we add before we start formatting? What else can we add? Okay, I'm seeing suggestions already. Okay, profit by country. This profit by country, we've done it already. Yeah, this is a profit by country. It's done already. Thank you all the same for suggesting that. Um, uh, uh, I think we've totally touched everything. We've touched every important thing. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Okay. What else? Okay, products by country. Products by country. Okay, let's see how that pans off. Let's see. You never can tell. It might say come out good. I think what you're talking about is units sold by country. That's what will make sense. Because product by country, now we already have the number of products that this company is selling, all those cars, right? So what will convey some messages here would be units sold by country. That will now tell you the number of Toyota cars, for instance, this company sold in Germany, number is sold in other countries. Do you get? But then, okay, let's just do that. Let's try and do that. Let's do that. So you have units sold by country and then enter. So as usual, you first of all you pick country, have him here, and then you pick your units sold column and have it here. So this is it. And I'm sure it will still be France that will be the best. Whoa, it's not France, it's Canada. It's Canada. So how come Canada didn't win the total profit? Okay. Okay. Miss Esther, before you go to the next your next statement, now let us look at what we just did now. Now we already did profit by country, right? And then it was France. Now, surprisingly, we are doing units sold by country. And then Canada had the highest number of units sold. So what could have happened? Who can tell me what could have happened? Please, let's take like 3 minutes and think through what could have happened. This is a class of take 3 minutes and think it. Why would Canada have more sales but less profit than France? What could have happened? People of God, nobody has an idea of what could have happened. Or you guys are tired. All right. Now, by now, you should have known that sales. Okay, I'm seeing something. Emmanuel, your line of thought is actually very correct. But then, when you say you have sold 20 units, for instance, and then you sell 10 units in another place, there's something you're not looking at. You've not looked at the cost of production and the selling price, right? If production is higher in another country, or cost of production is higher, remember all these factors come into play. Another very important factor is cost of goods sold. What you spend in getting these things produced. Do you understand? So it's not just